Yeah.
What what about people being able to do stuff outside of their normal area?
Yeah, you see, that was my first thought process, but that's been like that for like 2 or 3 days, and I can't imagine,
Could you
you
explain
know,
what that means?
well,
I'm gonna re-clarify. Like, listen, like this is like a us conversation. You know what I mean? If
yeah,
another crew comes in here, even like this conversation never happened.
yeah. Well, the other thing that Ryan's talking about, I think is what I originally thought, but I don't think this is the answer. Um, right now when it comes to weed stuff, most crews are set to areas that they like to push in, right? Um, but there's something different now where I feel like anyone in the whole city could sell, but they could
Oh,
only sell in certain areas.
outside of like blocks.
Well, the thing is, like for me, for example, I'm only able to sell in Mirror Park, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's my block. That's where I sell. But with something that happened recently, um, if I want to, like, let's say I wasn't in a certain app, with my crew, and I wanted to go sell somewhere else, I can sell somewhere else. Just the weed guy would tell me where he wants me to sell. So everyone could sell. That you just can't sell where you want to. He tells you where he wants you to sell.
Oh, is it literally anyone can do it, or
Literally
like?
anyone.
Oh, so there's probably way more weed sellers than there was like
But
last week.
but at the same time, I don't think that's the answer at all. If I'm being
Well,
honest.
but Flipper, if you think about it, if this has only been a thing that changed drastically in the past 8 hours, what if it took people a few days? Once people could start doing that, to even source stuff to sell.
If that many more people were selling, I feel like a lot of people would be selling in Mirror Park, and we haven't seen anyone selling in Mirror Park.
I would also presume that even if people could sell, I imagine if it's that recent, I can't imagine production would have, you know, like
Oh yeah,
tripled overnight. You know what I
bro.
mean?
People were selling so much weed a few months ago, and like barely anyone's pushing now compared to a few months ago. There's just no
I
way
I
the
actually
production.
think you're underestimating what people can can throw out there. I
Mm.
People
mean,
are lazy though. The people
you're
don't
not.
have like a lot
People
of
are
growers
lazy
and
until
stuff.
it comes to money.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. But
That's
do
a
you
good
think?
point.
But do you think it's 4 mil worth in 8 hours though?
No, but I also can't think it's fentanyl in that period of time.
Yeah.
So I'll be transparent about something is that I can track specifically, there's three things I'm able to track. General substance abuse services and rehabilitation. Number two is local alcohol abuse, so which is probably like moonshine sales, and then local fentanyl abuse services. So while it is possible that the you know Secret Service who's getting all this information for me, um, it's possible that Secret Service is just miscategorizing like fentanyl, right? And putting like documenting it under local substance abuse. But even then, like you said, if it's not been sold, then oh my God, we're at negative. We were at 10 million positive. We're now at negative 1 million. Jesus fucking Christ. Uh, so I agree that there's probably some other factors
What does
happening, and it's
it?
probably not just
What
fentanyl.
does it tell you for the fentanyl stuff? Like how
Zero
much?
dollars.
I'll be honest. I think it's $0.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, but what if what if weed is getting laced with it and it sells for a premium?
Yeah, yeah.
Now I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't. But for there to be that drastic of a difference, that would be crazy.
I agree. I'm leaning towards the answer is all of the above. The bookkeeping might be off. There might be more weed sales. There may be some fentanyl uptick, and it's like the combination of all of these things.
Because I can't think of anything else unless like Unless somebody with access to a lot of weed also got like a not so hot area to sell weed and are just doing it completely uncontested. But even then, like that's a massive amount. Like a crazy amount. That don't make
I'm
no sense.
I'm gonna, you know what? I think after this conversation, I think it's got to be bad bookkeeping because as I'm like thinking this out, if you can't even sell fentanyl yet and it's only one group, well then when there's 5 groups and you can sell it, what is it going to be like negative $1 billion a day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's the most logical answer. I got to go
Gotta
call up
talk to the
Secret
government
Service.
about that.
And
Or
you
whoever the
said
hell you
you
gotta
said
talk
that
to
like
now.
$4 million amount that was for specific to the just like local drug abuse, not the alcohol or anything.
Correct. So,
Damn.
whoa, wait, it just
Oh,
turned red. Wait, oh my God. Wait,
it,
why is it? Wait, what the hell's.
Maybe it's updating.
Wait, is Alex Ron back from vacation?
No.
We need him.
Don't ever say that out loud.
We do because I think wait, I think Secret Service is tapped in because as we're talking about this sheet just turned red. Like it just I don't know if that's normal. It's like blinking red now. I don't know what the fuck that means.
uh-oh.
Did the number go up?
Yeah, I did a little bit. So to answer your question, Ryan, I mean Brian, I mean
It's all
whatever.
right. Can't between us. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's Ryan. Don't tell anyone though.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, of course.
Yeah,
He's
So
undercover.
we're here to talk about fruit.
exactly. All right, go on. Sorry.
So the way that I'm able to look at this, I can cycle the approximate state stats for the last 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, 60 days, and 90 days. So the window of the stats are in the last 7 days, right? When I looked at that yesterday, we're at $9.5 million, right? Positive.
Uh-huh.
And the local substance abuse was at, I'd say, less than 800,000 at the time. And then 8 hours later, it's now at 4.2 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So something would have happened in that window and it would have had to be extremely drastic. And what I'm thinking is maybe the Secret Service is live training its employees and they fucked up. I think they added a
You
zero.
think they added a zero? Uh-oh.
I think they must have. Because, like, there's no fucking shot, right? Like, I don't even think we can.
So you're saying your calculation is based on? Did you say the last 7 days?
Correct.
What if it's not like exactly 7 days from? Does it show the date period?
Um,
What if
no,
it's
but
like the prior 7 days and then it only updates when it hits a full 7 days after?
no, I'm seeing it tick
Oh.
like every 30 minutes. Yeah. So it's like the window is moving every 30 minutes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So, like, if this was a graph, it would be very steady and then it would, like, go
Spike.
like at a, yeah, at like an 85-degree angle.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't think anything has changed in a way that would justify
Mhm.
less than 800 to over 4 million in the same time. That make no sense.
I agree.
That make no sense at all.
This is good. This is good. I think I'm happy. Obviously the numbers look bad, but I think after speaking with you guys, I think it's just an accounting error.
But
Yeah.
hopefully,
It must
because
be.
everyone's gonna, if the state went broke and couldn't pay nobody, oh my, you just got an office, they'd hate you.
Well, they already are because apparently it's like a kindergartner used to work on this. It's this
Oh,
entire thing. If you were to ignore this, I'm gonna spit something for you. You ready for this?
I'm
Flippy?
ready.
Yeah.
Um, I'm able to provide subsidies based on the type of commercial building. So, in theory, if someone who thought about this for a little bit looked at it, they would have passed legislation where you can only get your business approved, you can only buy commercial property if you had a business approved. If you had that in place, you could effectively make it so that farmers are working out of very specific buildings. People that need Bitcoin are working out of specific buildings. And then if, let's say, you wanted to, get cheaper Bitcoin, the government could literally subsidize it, pulling money from the police department and all these other civilians and pumping it into Bitcoin production.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh.
But none of that was touched. There's a
Oh.
lot of shit you can do with this. It just
You
there
think
may
it's
be
too late
some
now,
things
though?
coming. And actually, let me ask you this. I am contemplating retroactively passing legislation. I'm not saying I'm going to do this. I want your honest opinion. Retroactively passing legislation that requires a business for certain commercial property types.
I thought that's what we did already. I mean, not every building, but isn't that what
Mm,
you guys did right
Well,
in the
no,
beginning?
no, because what
no.
happened was you could buy the properties, then the business licenses came out, then mine kind of got approved, but not really, because then the mayor's phone got stolen, and then I was told I had to agree, no felonies, all that stuff, and then the mayor, I don't know what happened to the mayor, but then they never responded, and I didn't get my business approved because of it, even though he said it was
You're
approved.
the Hydra Farms, right?
Yeah, that one.
I just don't think they were doing anything. There's only been 14 businesses that have improved, 46 that are in queue, and that does not include the ones that timed out.
Oh, mine was done at the very beginning, so it's probably going to time out.
Yeah, I see it at the.
He
I'm seeing
he.
it at the top. Hydra
So I got shafted by whoever stole his phone because I responded 2 hours after he texted me saying, as long as I approved to be a supplier, not a producer. I thought I was a producer, but apparently I'm a supplier. And that I agree to not be a felony and have no felony employees. It was
Mm.
approved, and I said I agree. And then the person said, "Fuck off," because their phone got stolen. And it was never
Jesus
revisited
Christ.
after that. It's all right. I'm not too worried about it. But the thing is, people could buy all those properties before anything got put in place.
Yeah. And more properties have been opening up and getting scooped. So what I'm contemplating, and I want your honest opinion on this because this is actually a little psychotic and evil, but it's for the greater good. If I were to pass legislation that requires that commercial properties have a number one, adhere to the property type, right? So farmers are in, you know, the the right building, buck coins in the right whatever. And number two, they have a business proposal that's passed. I give a 30-day window for people to adhere. If they do not adhere, the state is going to take the. Now, this is the evil part. The state is going to give them a bond. Let's say you bought a property for 250,000, like original price.
Uh-huh.
Even if it's 800,000, that person who didn't get approval, the random dude who's running G6 and has like a ERP building or whatever the fuck they might be doing with it, they're gonna get a $250,000 bond from the government. In other words, they don't get their money back. We just seize the fucking property. That opens up a bunch of commercial properties. That property then goes up for the grabs for 250,000. So what would be happening is it's an exchange of properties back to business owners that have a reason for it. Now you might be like, Nino, what the fuck are you talking about? You gonna about to fuck me in the ass? Well, listen, I know who put me in office. I'm sure there's properties that you guys want and need. All right, and some people should get first dibs for it. Ones that may have been taken by by people that don't really need that shit. In turn, y'all put your computers in the right property types, and then they get subsidized. So whatever your cost is for Bitcoin goes dramatically down.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When it comes to us, bro, I'm, bro. This
Go
isn't
with the
even me
flow.
flexing. I ain't even flexing, bro. We're so goddamn filthy rich. Nothing you do, like unless it's nothing that's you do
Okay,
that's
so you're saying
logical
it's
ain't gonna
probably
fuck
not worth
us.
it. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, I'm
you
saying
might
Hydra
shaft a lot of other
specifically.
people.
You're
Like
gonna fuck over a lot of people, but Hydra, we're so chilling. I'll be honest. So nothing you do is gonna really change anything that will affect us in any way.
you will upset a lot of
Okay,
people
good.
because their grow operations is coming to a halt. That
Well,
might
no,
upset them.
because if well, so to that point, because that's a good point, right? Is that people that have the big grow operations probably voted for me. I'd be wanting to move them into bigger facilities and then subsidizing them.
Yeah,
Mm,
there's definitely gonna be people that are gonna be upset about it, but I mean, I think in the future
so
it would be kind of cool,
you say bigger
like the end
facilities,
goal.
but there is other things to consider.
Mm.
Like right now, it would be a little difficult to incentivize someone who already has everything set up to move because
That's
you're
a really good point. You're right. You're right.
because
It's probably
there's a
not worth
lot to
the
consider in each property, especially when it comes to planting stuff, specific stuff.
Mm.
Each property is a little different. You got to figure things out.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You're
You start
saying
moving
every building has its own temperature and
Yep, yep, and you got to
okay.
figure it
All
all
right.
out.
You know what? Thank you. I this is why is these are very productive meetings. I needed this after yesterday. Oh my god. Thank you, Ryan. We're gonna scrap this entire thing.
All right, good. If
I'm
you
glad I
have
brought it up.
any question,
See,
you let me
that's kind of the
know.
part. I didn't go into detail, but that's kind of the part I meant where like we're rich as hell, bro. We could go buy 10 warehouses right now, and we'll have one warehouse for everything we need. But some people could barely afford one or two warehouses. So
It's
yeah, that shit
true.
would fuck over a lot of people.
That makes sense. All right, we're gonna scrap that entire thing. I think the benefit is very small compared to the side effect.
Yeah, a lot of people would definitely get upset. A lot of
Y'all been
people,
very
for
helpful to
sure.
me. Let me ask you, what is it that you need from the mayor's office? What are your biggest gripes at the moment?
Well, now that you asked, a tuner strat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's just a J. It's
That's
just a J.
actually that's actually on our agenda. Um,
Oh my.
so one of my promises is to give a fresh coat of paint to every civilian job, and one of the things I'm going to be pitching is let's say your race, right? You
Mm-hmm.
got the high performance car. Right now, you're really going in and getting repairs. I want to give these mechanics the afford the mechanics the ability to, let's say, tighten your wheels. Realign your wheels, do like little maintenance to it, and if you're maintaining it, you get a little bit more to it. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I like that.
Something that's a bit of a like easy lift that gives mechanics something more, and those that are a little bit more like less grindy about their racing, and more like about their car, like getting their oil change and all that. They're gonna benefit over those that don't give a fuck.
That makes sense. I like that. I like that a lot.
I'll be honest, I just want things to be more accessible that we used to have back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Hit me. What would you like?
Well, one, I think you already said this, so I'm just saying it just for the sake of saying it. Weed being legalized, bro. Just I don't
It's
want no
being written right
fucking
now.
good because like even if it's
My
just like three, four,
attorney
five
is
joints, I
making
don't care, bro. You know?
so it's getting written right now. We're gonna try to submit it tomorrow. In Los Santos County, 5 joints or less is gonna be legal.
Wait, does that mean I need
And
to jump on the opportunity to be another supplier, or would I be a producer? How I do that?
you should think in advance of this, as I am looking to license 3 dispensaries by the end of the month. Obviously, I've got other things that I got to tackle first, like these small problems, like legalizing weed, like the getting stop and go back, et cetera, et cetera. But I do want to give out 3 dispensary licenses. There'll be 3 for producers of weed, which is going to be heavily. It will be taxed, mind you. But it will be legal to grow. Um, and it is going to have some like regulations because it's going to be a source of money for the state. But you're going to be able to make that shit and then sell it to 3 separate dispensaries, and those dispensaries you can go there, you can buy your weed up to 5 joints. I want to make it so those dispensaries aren't just like you go in there and you buy like a fucking like they're like a fucking local just selling it. I want it to be like a hookah bar or something that like makes people want to go there, not just do a transaction. You know what I mean? So
That's genius.
hell yeah.
That's
So
genius. You did bring up a thing with all the properties being scooped up. People who want to get into it who don't already have a property are going to get shafted.
yeah, that is true. So that's another thing that I got to work out. I want to get some bare minimum on real estate regulation because I just genuinely do not like the fact that someone can wake up, buy a bunch of shit, put it up for 3x. I think that fucks over people. How I tackle that is probably going to be by conversing with the state first, but I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I might get them to lock out all Los Santos properties and put it up for the mayor to release the properties for sale. That then
What if
opens
you
up
auctioned it?
avenues. Exactly. So if the mayor's office can release properties for sale, then we can do things like auctions. We can do things like uh, you know, get a real estate guy and say, these are your 5 properties. Go and do your, real estate shit. We can experiment with different ideas on how to sell properties a different way.
Oh, I think that'd be a great idea. Hmm. I'm looking forward to this. This gonna be good.
Oh yeah. I want to be an office that says yes and provides more, like you said, Flippy, like more than just the transactional shit that's happening right now.
You wanna know what else I think is
Hmm.
what's mind-boggling? Why I cannot seem to find any is armor. You know what's crazy to me? This is a way the state can make money, and even like when I originally pitched this idea is PD. Why is it that armor like the PD was so down horrendously for so long? Why the fuck can we not work with someone to buy armor? It ain't illegal, bro.
I think the issue is that PD Armor has like serial numbers and all that. So I think if it was like it was before, you could,
Even
in
when they
theory, do what
didn't
you're
have
saying.
serial numbers, when they didn't have serial
That
numbers,
that would have been
they
good.
didn't do it. They could have made so much money.
Agreed. I would have probably had like, if it was like before, I would have had like G6 transport, like I don't know, like 50 of them to like a you know a person that runs a shop that sells shit like that.
Yeah, my thing is DOJ always be talking about like, hey, we're making these funds expensive because you motherfuckers keep robbing cops. Well, why not find a way where you guys can make just as much money, if not more,
Mm-hmm.
from us by just selling us armors legally? And we'll pay a good amount of money. I guarantee you, the fucking government, the city, the fucking cops, anyone, whoever you want to make money is gonna make a lot of money off of it.
I think the problem is I'll give you there's the other side of the coin, right? There's like how we're thinking, right? But there's another segment of the population that has a very different way of looking at things, and I think they were bringing pressure down. I'll give you an example. I was down doing, as I was campaigning, I met these people that were fishing. I went to go talk to them, and I mentioned, hey, I actually want to legislate the ability for private medical practice so veteran doctors can have their own private clinic. And, so if people need, and they can decide how they want to go about it. Like, they could help someone out that might have gotten shot up, but that's their prerogative, right? And the immediate response by a doctor was, one doctor, I don't think she represents the rest, was, well, that's bad. People are going to abuse it. They're going to get shot up by cops and then go over there. And like, that's so bad. They might sell IFACs illegally. And I'm like, bruh, that's what the cop, like, okay. And if they choose to do something illegal with the tools they got, that's why there's police.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of that pressure, and that same pressure is what resulted in those things. It's like, oh my God, what if Flippy gets his hand on armor? We can't kill him anymore.
But I think Flippy brings up a good point. Like people would pay good money. I'm not kidding. I bet they would pay anywhere from 25 to 50 grand.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna work that angle. I think I like that.
I mean,
What other than
the
ammo? What else?
armor
I'm writing
alone,
this down, by the way.
armor alone is already priced around what the fines are, right? Like the fine for an
Mhm.
armor getting caught with this like 23K. So people already are thinking armor is around that price. Just you know,
I was told you
logically.
could manufacture it. Is that not the case?
The only way you could get armor is through a fucking job, and this job only comes around every 2 weeks, and then it's only 6 armors that you can access. So we're talking about 6 new armors come available every single 2 weeks
Oh,
for the
so
whole goddamn
inherently
city.
it's not there.
Yes, and the crazy thing is, my gang is getting most of these. So for me myself, bro, we're chilling. I'm rocking armor every damn
Mm.
day. I'm good, but I don't know how other people live, bro. I don't know how other people manage. Because when I had no access to armors, it's fucking depressing.
That is, I've got this jotted down. Obviously, some of this is out of my direct control,
Yeah, yeah, for
but
sure.
I want to make sure I'm like, what I'm doing is I'm kind of like
Hmm.
collating uh, common pain points by different circles and using that to like, propose things up to the feds.
Yeah.
Easy. Gentlemen, I
It's
appreciate the
about
time.
time.
This has been very very helpful. And do not hesitate to like ring me up if there's anything that's like comes up that's like pressing you may have forgotten today, or like 2 weeks from now you're like, oh shit, this is really an issue. I like hearing the feedback. It helps me do my job right.
Oh yeah.
Listen, don't listen to people out here complain. They got money. Everybody got money.
Trust me, I've been having to slam my dick down quite a bit, but in the last, oh my god, it hasn't even been 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean, people definitely got money, bro. People just don't want to spend their money when they have when they like, man, people do crazy things to save a couple dollars.
Oh, trust me, I've seen it.
Yep. Yep.
You know what you could probably get by with? You could probably up
Mm.
the taxes on new cars because I think the advertised price is included with tax. People wouldn't even know.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it is. Before I know it used to not be, but I'm pretty sure I paid like 49 grand, which was the advertised price for the tailgater.
Oh, I may do that anyways. Between us, Andy ain't around for the weekend, so like I was thinking about like fucking everything up and then just being like, "Hey, I don't know what Blaine cutting about."
Oh my god.
No, no, I'm not gonna open that door because then you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be the
You
one that
just got
starts
started,
there.
bro. Just got started. At least wait a couple weeks.
Don't touch too
Oh,
many buttons.
listen, it's
Careful.
already started. 2 hours in, and there was almost a civil war over
Oh,
interceptors.
Oh my god. Well, see if there's any 10 mans or anything going on. Ugh. Hmm. Brian's a political advisor. Now, listen, if he's asking how it went from less than 800 grand to fucking over 4 mil, I don't think there's any way to justify it unless, like, there's no way fentanyl did that much damage in such a short period of time. I'd refuse to believe that. Again, I do think the possibility, now mechanically I don't know. Loco, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Welcome everybody. Hope y'all are doing good. I think I don't know if it's mechanically possible, but I think if weed was laced with it, like maybe that's a possibility. I don't know how else, and then the price increased drastically. I would otherwise not have any idea, literally no fucking clue as to how it could jump from less than 800 to over 4 mil in an 8-hour period. Not a clue. But again, Loco, thank you for the raid. Hope stream was good. I'm undecided on what I want to do, chat. I'm very undecided. Tried combining everything to one super drug. Yeah, I don't know. Genuinely, I have no idea. Because, like, right now, with all of what Hydra has, we could literally pop up 2 additional warehouses to grow weed, but it's not necessary because one place is more than enough for now. Like, we would have to put in the effort into figuring out the new, like, recipe for the new places, but I can't imagine that would take long. So I have no idea. I don't know. We do have to jump in real quick. Website's not loading for me. Either that or it's being incredibly slow. Or we'll probably jump in for a short period of time. I'm not sure. There we go. Sorry. It was taking longer than expected. Ugh. We have to jump in, verify the 14 things got sold. Speak to Jordan real quick regarding that. Plant stuff, and then probably call it, maybe? I'm not sure. Again, very undecided at the moment. Some ringing coming from the microphone. It's more noticeable now. Metallic. Is it still happening? No? Then it was definitely my AC. Did it just start? Because I'm like leaned all the way back in my fucking chair, and I've just moved my mic closer, which is closer to the AC. Recently? Okay. That's probably why.
and not only closer, but because the arm swings, in like a circle, if you will, because I'm angled far back, it's also aiming in the direction of the AC. So everything about my positioning right now just makes that worse. Yeah. Someday we won't need AC on anymore. I don't know how some of y'all live without AC. Oh my god. I don't know how anyone does it. Mm-mm-mm. All right, we are in. Really, Tam? When you say on bad days, like what temperature are we talking on bad days? I only ask because like you you mentioning that brought me to the like I don't know how, but my TikTok algorithm it goes everywhere. It goes to like fucking HVAC repair people. Like and all the different shit that they do and like run into. Here we are. Go here, here, here. House inspector guy. I know exactly who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. Is that bad? Okay, he found everything. We're good. Now we need to run to the other warehouse. Other house, other warehouse. Sam, are you talking about the one recently that like during one of the inspections fucking pushed one of the walls on the outside and it pretty much was like gonna fall over and then returned a week later or whatever and was like, I'm here to inspect another one. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Actually, I think we can follow this on us if everything is still able to be grabbed for seeds, which they are. Taking clone. Perfect. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen that one. There's actually a few home inspectors that like randomly show up on my feed. And again, it's so random. The fact that like we're getting the same people tells me a lot. Here we are. Okay, it's going to be in this stage for a little bit, so we're good. Dr. Beat Trend? I don't know what that is. Listen, I can't argue about whether or not I'm old, okay? We defer back to I drive a Volvo, okay? So apparently that's telling of my age. Fuck me. I have an old soul. That's a roundabout way of still being old. Your graduation song 2 hours ago? That's not like there's no listen I don't know. I'll be honest. I actually could see Good Luck Babe or Pink Pony Club being somebody's graduation song. All right. I can see it. I can. This is still the random playlist where I don't know any of these songs. Let's go back to not a completely random playlist. And by that, the 6-minute song by Harry Styles that I didn't hear until the other day for the first time ever, and would have never expected this to have been him. So, you know, that's fine. It's weed seed time. Yeah, I think tomorrow we play roads and we do our bit. Oh, I found a new indie artist. It's Chappelle. She's so good. I can't wait. You know, I listen to indie music. I'm gonna struggle to not laugh saying half the shit I do. Oh my god. I think the best part was Rox playing Nikki on duty, being at a traffic stop. When I said it over radio, Nikki just like ended the traffic stop and pretty much said they had bigger things to deal with. Oh my god. Oh, you're right, Tam. We have to find a good dance. Yes. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what was said. I need to watch David's POV from that situation. All right, let me put this down as a weed grow. We never picked up those carrots from the other warehouse. Oops. So you know what? I'm gonna check real quick. Real estate. Nope, everything's the same. Ryan Aid Seed Grow. I never know what the radio channel is. Let's hope it's the same. What do you hear on TikTok? Oh. You know who's been coming up on my TikTok recently a lot? Oh my god, I forget her. I forget her last name. I can't pronounce it properly. First name Tana. I remember on YouTube she was involved in so much fucking drama way back when. Holy fuck. Yes, her. I'll know exactly what I'm talking about. She's been popping up on my TikTok like frequently. Whatever podcast she's doing must be pretty successful because it's popping up pretty frequently. You're not wrong. Uh-oh. I think might be wrong. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, it for sure is the ultimate brain rot. No doubt about it. Okay, everything here is done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do we have to put seeds away? Generation 77. Those are trash. Sunflower, 9751. Pumpkin, 61. And wheat, 132. I'm going to separate those just in case. Make sure nothing's here at 94. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, it's a good thing we did a little check. Oh, we have no fertilizer stuff here. That's problematic. Oh, wait, pallets. They're in the car. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't wait until GTA 6. Holy fuck. I know that's so random, but like, it is going to be very interesting. Wait, sick. Oop. Uh-oh. The locals don't like this spot. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Um. Okay, I think somebody must have grabbed it because they should be there. Find out. No? Unless Jordan did? What's in here? Hmm. That's unfortunate. They despawned. Huh. We have a problem. Oh, actually, you know what? This one? There. I won't talk about this one. Let's see how much this holds. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50. Hold up. That's actually really good. That's the same as dropping it on the ground, I believe. Yep. Hmm.
Hello.
Hello. Question. Did you go by
Yep.
the Davis warehouse?
Davis Warehouse? No.
So the sprinklers were all still on, but the carrots I planted were gone.
Oh, yeah, that's a storm thing.
But
Every
none,
storm, they're dead.
really, none of the other stuff
Yeah.
died.